Hey guys, what's up? This is Aziz and welcome to another video. This is me carrying rank 3, mate. So Ryoma over here is my Vladimir. There are a few diamond borders, but everyone is pretty much Chow. Fudge is Chow, Ryoma's rank 3, their jungler is 500 LP. The match MMR for this was 2750, around that. So this is one of the highest, like, kind of level games I've been in for ages. And we end up going 16-2 in it, which is really, really nice. Very clean game. You're not going to go 16-2 against these players often. And yeah, so, we're versing a Kindred jungle. Kindred is kind of interesting. She beats Shaco early because she can just kite, of course, but then it's kind of who's more fed mid-game. And her ult does pretty well against us, but, you know, I don't really mind the matchup. They're definitely worse, and yeah, I'm happy to verse a Kindred. The only kind of A's thing here is that she gets 2 free kills around, what is it? After she does her red buff, my bot lane tried to cheese them in the bot brush, and she just followed them. Bot lane there and got 2 free kills, which is pretty AIDS, but whatever. So as you see here, if you guys aren't doing this start with the walls, then yeah, you're not. It's definitely the best start, and if you guys aren't doing it, definitely do it. Practice it, get it down pat. If you guys are having trouble with the box placements, watch exactly how I do it with my cursor as well. All right. So pause the video, watch it a few times, go into a practice stall and get it down pat, alright? Even I know people have been asking me like, oh dude, I only get 1 wolf and stuff. Well, mate, you've got to just pause these videos. I've made a few videos now where I show you the strat. You're just gonna pause the video, mate. Make sure you know where to put them, and you'll be sweet. You don't want to go into a ranked game not knowing where to put the boxes. You want that shit down pat. So you go into a ranked game, bang, I know exactly where to put them. Don't have to worry about that. The only thing you want to worry about is how the game's going. Yeah, making the right decisions and stuff. You don't have to worry about bloody putting boxes down. So make sure you go into a practice stall and get it right. There is actually a nice little bug for Shaco. I think it still works, where you can backstab red buff scuttle crabs numerous times. Like it doesn't the cooldown resets. So as soon as you backstab like red buff, it's been happening a lot with me and scuttle crab as well. You can backstab it again multiple times because the cooldown resets. So it's a nice little bug that you can abuse. And if you guys haven't been noticing that yet, then yeah, next time you do red buff, just pay attention for that backstab reset. So yes, I made a mistake here, and if you guys who are, you know, paying attention would have known what that mistake was. When I see Kindred bot, I should be going to her top side right away. She played this really weird though. I don't know why she didn't just invade my blue and shit there after getting 2 kills. But what I'm doing right now, so taking the scuttle crab, I should have been doing this like 30 seconds ago. But I was just fucking tilting already. I was just like, oh dude, you know, Kindred's 2-0. Oh man, you know, I just want to go about my clear without getting AIDS. But all of this topside should have been taken, and I should be probably going from where I am now, straight to bot side, and getting my blue. So my blue should be up. So what I just did was a bit of a mistake, but thankfully the Kindred didn't punish me. If she was, I mean, she's 500 LP, so she knows what she's doing and has a good win rate and shit, but yeah, kind of interesting, weird what happened there. But right here, showing a bit of expediency, mate, adapting to the situation. So I know Kindred's taking her blue and she's topside of the map. Her Raptors are up. Why not go take them? We get a free camp here, no worries. She's probably doing blue Gromp or something like that. She's never going to go blue Raptors here, so get a free camp, which is nice. And because they're bot lane, if you have a look where that bot lane is, it's nice for me to gank. Now, interesting thing here, because mid is like pretty gankable for me, I'm scared Kindred is around mid. And I don't know if they win the 2v2 early, it will be interesting, but Kindred beats me and Cat beats Vlad early, I think. So if we 2v2, we lose 100%. So I'm just waiting for Ryoma to beta here. It's kind of awkward for me to go in though, because this Cat, it kind of maybe anticipates me being mid, and she's right, because I am. And she goes in and gets the kill. It's just like a pretty shitty situation. Like how she was positioned as well. I can actually really queue in and get to her. Especially when my queue is only 1.5 seconds early. So we leave that lane there, leave the wave there so Ryoma can come and collect it. I maybe should have pushed, I maybe shouldn't have, but I'm pretty sure it freezes there, so that's fine. So we back as soon as we get Tiamat. So we don't do any other camps, we back as soon as we get Tiamat. And looking at the map now, I'm probably going to go Raptors Golems. Now, Kindred should have taken my Raptors here. Because I was at hers, I've taken like, you know, my whole... You know, my buffs are gone. I haven't been topside for the last 2 minutes. My Raptors should be gone, but for some reason they're not. So I'm like, alright, well, we'll just go there and take them then. And I was saying in game that I just want to check if they're up, and they are, for some reason. So at the moment I was like, kind of confident that we were going to win this game, just because the Kindred's decision making early was kind of tilting. So we know she's around there. She just put a ward there, so Playing topside on the map here, this is the reason I didn't gank top, was because Kindred's there. Remember that early game, I don't really beat her. In a 2v2 with Darius, we probably win, but the reason, yeah, I don't go top again is because the Aurelia had priority, and yeah, I just want to farm Krugs, to be honest, but you see Fudge coming in here and getting some wards down. That's warded as well, so even if we went in, you know, I could have got baited and into a shitty spot, and I would have fucking tilted. A lot of low elo Shaco players, maybe, I don't know, like, even including some Diamond Shacos, probably would have just gone in there, which may have been good in hindsight, I'm not sure, but me, as you see, Kindred dies mid, so she's 3-1, which is pretty AIDS, but it's fine. So most, like, low elo Shacos just look to fight all the time and gank non-stop. Sometimes it's better just to secure your camps, especially when you're running Dark Harvest. Just secure your camps, farm up, try and hit that mid-late game with some, like, security, right? So that if you do, like, go into a fight and you fuck it up, you still have some stacks, you still have items and gold there from farming. You don't want to be constantly, like, going in and ganking, which is good, right? And having that pressure, but different types of pressure, like just farming up and them not knowing where you are, because when you're farming as Shaco, they still kind of have to care for you, right? And as you see here, we see Kindred coming here, so I'm just waiting for my team to collapse. You don't need to fucking follow her straight away, just wait for your team to collapse. Morg hits the binding, and we pick up a nice free kill, which is awesome. When you pick up free kills like that, especially when you're running Dark Harvest, it's so nice on Shaq. So I can't really do anything here. The reason I don't go and E Cat is because she can blow me up. My Q is on cooldown. I can't just go up to her and either her there, because she can gap close with her E, and I probably end up dying. So here again, so Kindred died, so I'm like, alright, well maybe her Raptors are up again, and I want to go steal, and we see a pink. We take the pink. Now, their support is Mia, so I'm like, okay, maybe he's coming up, I'm not sure. And then ganking mid, I'm like, the reason I don't want to gank Cat is because I'm not 6, and she can kill me pretty easily, especially if I Q onto her. Like, she can come in and blow me up. So I'm a bit hesitant to gank mid. Once again, just take our Raptors, it's a nice little victory for us, and we look mid, and then I think we get stunned by Xerath here. Yeah, which is what happens. If I was paying a bit more attention, I would have been able to dodge that, but this is fine. And I start moaning, as per. So yeah, now we're on 1100 gold. Now this is pretty weird, right, what I did here, because the Gromp is up, right? What I should have done here, I think it was a mistake. I should have done Gromp for sure, and left my blue up and maybe warded it. But I should have pinged my bot lane to help me with Gromp. The only reason I backed was because I was tilted from Xerath and scared that he was roaming up to Gromp with Kindred. Because I took the Kindred's Raptors, and her red was her first buff that she did, and it just came up again, so she's going to be going to her red buff, right? Or around there. And when that Gromp spawns, especially when she sees that Xerath has chunked me to like less than half HP, she's going to invade me there. So I was like, you know what, just have that whole fucking bot side, I don't care. Take the stack or whatever, I'm going to take this red buff and go to her blue buff and whatever. Which is still a fine decision, but I think I should have pinged my bot lane to help me with Gromp, then I back, then I do exactly what I'm doing here, but it's still not that bad. And Kindred, yeah, as I said, was bot lane and picks up a kill on Morg. Again, like, this is actually pretty bad for me. I should have pinged that Kindred was going to be in that area. The mark is off the map, so maybe bot lane should have known that she was there. Once again, here, I'm looking to invade. I saw there was a fight mid, so I was pathing mid. I got a bit of AIDS here because I was like, oh, dude, like, you know, this Kindred's pinging Aurelia to watch her blue buff now. Like, it's going to be hard for me to kind of counter what Kindred's doing on the other side of the map, but thankfully Aurelia goes top because Fudge has a lot of pressure there, and she has to defend that turret. And now I'm like, okay, after we get this blue buff, I want to look to dive Aurelia. Now, the important thing here is to dive with a wave. You never want to dive when there isn't a creep wave there, because it's very risky, because the tower's going to do a lot of damage. So I'm just waiting for the wave, as you can hear me say next wave. So I do this Gromp. I think I hit level 7. I need to change that overlay I've got. So we do Gromp, we hit level 6, oh no, okay, so we're still level 6, but we come in here, and we end up getting the kill on this chick, so unfortunately she goes in fog there, but my auto attack still went off, and Fudge has a nice flash, and he ends up getting the kill. It's probably better to, like, if you have a laner that's doing really well, especially when you know they're good, okay, and when you guys are in Challenger and you know who the good players are, if you give them kills, it's probably better than having kills on you. Now, yes, I'm 2-0-1 and it's nice, and I would have been 3-0, but Fudge was just dominating this lane. He probably had, like, double that chick's CS. Okay, 84 to 58, so not double, but he's crushing that lane. So giving him the kill is actually probably the smarter decision here, because Fudge is actually good. But you guys who are in Diamond Plat, try and take every kill. So we see Kindred bot here. Now I'm going to path bot, obviously, because I don't know if she's taken my blue buff and stuff, but I want to secure these camps before heading topside. Maybe look at Rift Herald with Fudge or something, who's the Darius player. And we see Rise pathing down here, which is pretty weird, so we just queue around. We put a box there just in case he wants to go back down through Tribrush, because we know our Morg is behind, kind of covering, right, with her CC. So all we have to do is just, like, kind of ward off the other exit he has, and we end up getting a free kill there. Now it's just about farming. So the mark on Gromp comes up again, so we're obviously going to do Gromp. And now it's just about getting our power spikes and getting levels. We always want to be a decent level in the game, guys. You never want to be under-leveled, especially compared to the other jungler. Now, I think Kindred is level 7, maybe 8 at the moment. So she's level 7, okay, but I think we're always kind of the same level, yeah, which is important. If you ever fall behind a good jungler, I don't know if this Kindred is that good. As I said before, some of his decisions were a bit weird, but yeah, so you see us here, we're looking to now the reason I'm going topside is because of Fudge. So you see where Darius is on the map, he's absolutely dominating this lane, and I want to go cover him and shadow him here, because he's our carry at this point. He's the guy that if he gets going in the next 2-3 minutes and picks up kills and we get towers and rift heralds off him, we can just end the game very, very soon. But unfortunately, Kindred was there, so I'm like, alright, just play a bit passive. I may have pinged, I may not have, I can't actually remember. But we end up just farming up, just get Raptors, maybe look to do Rift Herald here, which is what I think I do. Now, it's kind of risky because Kindred might path through here, especially seeing as Fudge backed. I would have liked Fudge to help me with this, but it's fine. So doing this Rift Herald, yeah, it's kind of risky, but mate, this will work in like 99% of games. Most junglers, especially when like Rome is doing that mid, aren't going to go to Rift Herald. They're going to run straight to mid, which is what Kindred does, I'm pretty sure. I think that's Kindred on the map mid, right? Okay, so she kills Fiddlesticks somewhere. I'm not sure where she killed him. Okay, yeah, she's there, okay. So we get a free Rift Herald, so that wasn't a bad decision. And once again, it's all about knowing gold values as well, guys, especially for mid-game and early game as well. Like, knowing how much Tiamat is. I can't do Scuttle here because I see Tiamat, okay, so you see Kindred mid, and I'm like, oh, okay, she's 100% going to come here. Maybe even come to my golems. I'm not sure. So yeah, the pressure this chick had on me, she never invaded me at all. This game, like, never put pressure on me, even when she was 2-0, like that, you know, when she got 2 kills bot level 2, she should have come straight to my blue buff, just to get some information on where I started. Even if I take her top side there, it's still not that bad for her. She has 2 kills and, like, what, probably 700 extra gold than me at that point. But right here, I'm like, right, take Krugs, not just because they're marked, but because I'm going to get a Warhammer as well. So Warhammer is 1100, Dirk is 1100, Dustblade 2900. Now it's 700 gold for me to get Dustblade. Knowing these gold values is really important, guys. So Dirk and a longsword is 1450. You need another 1450 for Dustblade. And I guess maybe the best teacher here is experience again, but knowing these gold values is really important for early to mid-game especially, alright? We never want to, like, have to sell a machete early mid-game just to get it, you know, Dustblade or Ghostblade. We want to know our gold values and always farm kind of efficiently for them. We don't want to force anything, right? So yeah, Kindred walks into the bush here, and for some reason I had some really weird animation with my R, where it didn't auto-attack it. You can hear me complaining yet again. And here, okay, so this Kindred, this was the first time she really invaded me in the game, and she should have done this a long time ago, but I was like, it's probably a bad decision actually for me to do this. I should have just waited in the brush with Fiddlesticks, but doing this I don't really mind. And here I'm just tilting fucking hard, and I'm like, you know what, just have that side of the map, I don't care. Rhymer kind of wants to go in, but I'm a little bit hesitant because it's a 3v3 and I don't have my R. So I ping them off. Oh no, I don't. Do I ping them? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I pinged. So I just go topside, secure red buff, maybe look at her topside as well, see how it goes in the next 10 or so seconds, but I know that my blue buff is still up, because Kindred backed off, and, you know, she should suspect that it's warded, and, you know, we're going to protect it, so her going for that is very risky, so I can't give a fuck about that. And I go for Scuttle Crab here. So, can you guys remember when after I did Rift Herald, I went for this Scuttle Crab, but I saw Kindred mid? I actually thought she was just going to come straight to Scuttle and maybe even path up to Golems, but she didn't actually do that, which is weird, so that kind of, yeah, made me happy. We get a free pick on Rise here, so good work by the Morg. This was a mistake from me, though. I should have secured the kill. I should have held on to my E and secured it with it, or just even backstabbed him to secure the kill here, but whatever, it's fine. We have Dustblade now, so all I'm looking for here is just a back time. So I want to clear my Raptors and probably hit the B. I'm not actually sure what I do here, but yeah, hopefully I do B, otherwise I'll be pissed. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we're back. Remember, we've got Rift Herald, so we're looking for an opportunity to use this. We only have 1 turret, so this isn't actually bad for me, having Rift Herald, because we can break these out of tiers, especially with, like, how fed me, Rhymer, and Fudge are, especially Fudge. Rhymer's the Vladimir, by the way. So right here, this is what I wanted to do top side of the map. So you remember when I said that Darius was really strong, I just wanted to shadow him. This is what I'm doing here. So I'm pathing bot side of the map. I see he's in a fight and I'm going to run straight there. This is why Nobies is so nice as well, because you can get to these fights quick. Still an auto there, but eventually it comes out and we kill him. I'm not actually sure how I killed that chick there with my E, because it didn't finish her. Maybe there's some extra damage there. I have no idea. If one of you guys can tell me, that would be great. And yeah, Kindred has a really weird path here. If I got that auto on her, she would have been in trouble. She flashed the Darius, apprehend. So yeah, we just are at the right time. If a Q hit me, then I actually may have died. But yeah, we end up using Rift Herald and getting a free turret. We put Kindred low. I see our team pathing down, but they end up getting a free kill on someone, I think. Which is good. Yeah, more kills Zeraf, who was passing down as well. So this is all good. Now, here is all about knowing your limits. I see Fudge go in there, but it's really hard for me to go in when I'm on 400 HP. And Kindred just used her ult. So I'm like, okay, sweet. Now I can actually go in. I can't go in when I'm on that HP and Kindred has R, right? It's just suicide. And when I don't have my ult. So here I'm just waiting for Morg to bait them. She does. Get the auto attack on Kindred, and then kill Cat as well with a Tiamat E. Had Ignite as well. I probably should have used it just to make sure. But look. This is going really well so far, and at this point in the game, if you guys are ever, like, I don't want to say this, but I'm not, like, overly fun, but I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. So, if you guys are ever in this situation, you should just know the game's over for the other team, especially when they don't build armor. Okay, they're carries. As you see, there's a bit of banter there between me and Ryoma. He said, give me a worm, which is what I do on stream for subs, by the way, because I'm a sellout, so come and subscribe to the Twitch when I'm live, and I'll worm on the bed for you. And I said, on your mum. That seems really toxic, like what I said, but it's just banter, legit. And there's a meme on my stream about me having a second face. You know, the real face doesn't really come out that often because I'll probably get banned, but yeah, anyway, more about the game. So I do Krugs there. Maybe that was marked. I'm not actually sure, but anyway, we do Krugs. Just pick up the free gold. Remember, Ghostblade here for me is 1450, so I'm like 800 gold, I think, off that. Yes. So I'm 800 gold off that. We pick up the free Scuttle Crab. I've already got a Warhammer if I want it, but now I'm looking to try and fight mid. Now, I see that Cat's pretty low. I see Darius TP in, and Darius is really farmed here. Important there, what I did, I W'd very, very quickly after my combo, because Zeraf was there. Fudge just ended as well. I'm not sure what he was doing. But, yeah, as soon as you see, like, a Zeraf close to you, or, you know, a Lise, even Lee Sins, like, people with these, what do you call them? You know, like, abilities that they throw at you. I'm not sure, that you can block with your, abilities that you can block with your W, that may get you in trouble. Always use your W after your combo. And when you get really good on Shaq, you can actually do it like mid combo as well. So you'll auto Tiamat box E auto. You'll put a box like mid combo and it just looks sick. Here I'm trying to kill Rise. He probably sees the Dark Harvest stacks and I can't actually get to him here. And when he stunned me, I was like, shit. And he E'd me as well, I think. But I thought he was so I thought maybe I can hunt him down here. But yeah, it's just too risky and not worth. I don't know where their team is now as well. And we have Ghostblade. So I'm like, you know, we'll use the clone as like kind of a warden. And I'll back and get Ghostblade. So in a really nice spot here. Getting a red sweeper as well is good, which is what I do. Good, well done me. Pat on the back. And right now it's just about getting picks. So we are fed AF. Yeah, we're a bit behind in CS, and Kindred is still like, you know, on the same level as me. As I said before, it's important to farm up and, you know, try and stay the same level as the opposing jungler. That's the most important thing. But I don't think any of their carries have Tarbies. I may have to check again. But right here, Rise comes through. I don't have R. Now, Rise does really well against Shaco. And as you see, this box is, like, crucial. Thankfully, like, I'm quick enough to dodge that Zerafi. I did make a kind of a... Well, that was a mistake to run topside. I wanted the plant to get my health back. Because I didn't want to back or go top. Because, you know, I've kind of just backed and already done that. So I wanted to keep going that life. But unfortunately, Kindred just gets a bit fortunate. And yeah, it was still a misplay from them. I should have ran up to my red buff or something. And Kindred actually takes my red buff here. So that was a mistake from me. But what I was saying before about Rise, a lot of information in this video. Sorry, boys, I'm talking quite quick, but got a lot to get through, mate. Yeah, Rise does well against Shaco because he's tanky and has good DPS, so damage per second. So when you're against a mid laner like that, if you don't get your combo off or have your R, let's say, especially for Rise, he can actually turn on you and one-shot you, which is almost what he did. Now, if I had my R, especially when I'm this farmed and he doesn't have Tarbies, yes, it's a completely different story, I'd blow him up. But when I don't have R, there was a clip actually in my recent stream highlights video, go check it out. Rise actually does well because he can stun us, he gets a shield, and he has a lot of damage in, like, you know, only a few seconds. Kind of similar to, like, maybe Victor. I know that might be a weird example, but good Victors, if you go on them and you can't blow them up, and often you won't because they'll have Zonyas or maybe even Tarbis if they're going, you know, full. They want that 15 LP, mate. Sometimes they can turn on you if you don't kill them instantly, and they can stun you. They can use that laser thing and their ult, and you'll just get blown up straight away. I've had numerous GAs pop from Victors doing that. So Kindred does a double kill there. All I want this team to do is play around me, and this is one thing I haven't been doing a lot recently, is playing around objectives that much, and also pinging and communicating with my team. I play so selfish on Shaq, like I don't give a shit about my team. They can feed, I just want to hard carry these games. And what I should be saying here in chat is just play around me. Don't focus on, you know, getting kills or team fighting on your own. Just let me get the picks to start the fights and we'll be sweet. And I'll end up carrying this game. So maybe in a bit of strife here, Xerath's going to E. Yeah, we anticipate that. Okay, I'm not sure what he was doing there. Give him an E to slow him down. He eventually comes through here, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can get him, but my Mobies aren't, my Mobies are interrupted, so there's no way I get here. But I see Ryoma coming in for the flank, and Xerath there. We end up, I think our Tiamat did damage, I'm not sure, but Ryoma gets the kill, which is good. And right here again, this is bad kind of macro from me, after I kill Cat, sorry. So, we're gonna kill Cat here. My Tiamat was like, just about to come up when I autoed her, but we used it at the end anyway, which was the earliest I could use it. But yeah, after we kill her there, my mind should instantly be like, right, turrets, objectives. I was going to go to Drake, but I was like, no, turrets are way more important, especially when it's Ocean, like, it doesn't really matter that much. And I'm like, right, let's help Ryoma get this turret. You saw me in chat say my bad, because that was a bit of a mistake on my part. We ended up getting this turret though, which is good, and I'm on a really nice gold value now. Another gold value you need to know, especially because GA has changed. Stopwatch, if you have a stopwatch, it's now 2200 for a GA. Before, I think it was 1800, because it was, yeah, okay, so it's 400 gold extra, so now it's 2200, was 1800, that's a pretty easy one to know. But it takes, like, quite a lot of time, and you have to, yeah, like, it's more difficult to get GA now, because 2200 gold if you just have a stopwatch. If you have a BF, it's still kind of easy, 1500 gold is pretty attainable. And yeah, so we get Drake, and right here, you might hear me say, in-game, that I'm trying to get a GA, I'm trying to get gold. I don't want to sell a machete for it, especially when, like, you know, I'm this farmed. It should be kind of easy for me to pick up a few kills for it. And right here, I'm just waiting for Scuttle Crab and looking for something to farm. I know Baron is up, and they actually end up getting this. Now, I don't know if this was my fault, or maybe the supports for not warding this shit, but I just had no idea they were doing this. Because look at Aurelia. You see Aurelia back in that top tribe rush? I was like, okay, there's no way they're doing it. And then all of a sudden they get it. I'm like, oh, dude, man, this support. Now, yes, it's not bad for us. As Ryoma says, it's really not bad at all, because it doesn't, you know, I'm still fed as fuck. I'm still going to one-shot people. But it's just kind of annoying. Like, the game arguably should be, like, close to over, considering how fed I am, and especially the lead Darius had. And the bot lane, I'm not sure if they're throwing that hard, but yeah. So we go and we kill Cat. We want to R kind of early here. Maybe I should have saved it and waited for Xerath. In fact, I think I should have. But I'm going to Q down here, which is kind of a nice Q. Kindred's pretty quick on her R, so props to her for that. That was quite nice. I didn't have Smite to Smite Red Buff to get health back. The team kind of does okay, but yeah, it's just a bit tilting when they got Baron and win a fight off that. But I didn't play that well, and I'm not going to play many of these. I don't think I play the next fight well either, so this is something to look out for. It's always good to go back and critique your gameplay as much as you can, because next time you're in that situation, like when I see Xerath there, I don't need to ult straight away. He's throwing a Q at me. I thought it was an E, but he's throwing a Q. I don't need to R that quickly. Even if he throws a Q, I have stopwatch. And then after that, I have R, I'll have Q up again. I didn't need to panic and use my R there, and I would have been in a lot better situation had I had R. Maybe I Q in on Kindred, use my R, she thinks it's me, she ults, and I'm behind her, you know, still in stealth, ready to pop her when the ult goes down. That's a nice play I could have made. So, it's not just about critiquing your gameplay, but what could you have done better? Envisioning what you should have done in those situations. So we get GA, which is good. I'm really, really strong. Once again, how many stacks do we have? 180, I think it is. 180 at 24. So once again, in a really strong position, and it's time to end this game, mate. So Kindred goes top for the marked Krugs, which she gets, which is fine. Who gives a shit? Give her a mark. And right now, once again, just looking for picks. Their blue buff's up soon. Do we contest that? Probably not, because Darius and Vladimir are both side of the map. So right now, I just want to maybe play around mid, see if we can make something happen. What I would like to see in there, maybe for me, is look for a pick mid. So, where after I did Raptors, like, go to that mid wall kind of thing, where the mid brush is, and just hang by that wall, see if anyone farms, and maybe try to make it big. But right here, just farming up. Remember, like, if you have a team comp with a Vlad, like, you scale ridiculously well. So you don't need to, like, once again, like, just force fights all the time. Just outscale. I have Dark Harvest, so I have no real, you know, problems with me AFK farming here, and just letting the game come to me a little bit. I don't want to force anything. Now, I see them all topside here on the map, so I'm like, okay, let's get some vision control. And this is a nice kind of tactic here. So we see Xerath has his trinket up, and this was really bad for me. So yeah, I dodged the Aurelia Q, but this was really bad. I had a free kill on Xerath. So right here I Q in, and he hits me with his Q, which gave me AIDS. I played that really bad. That's one of the worst fights I've had, but we get really, really lucky. So, kind of nice to get those kills, but still played that really bad. If I had to do that again, we'd play it a lot better for sure. But I should have dodged the Aurelia stun. I didn't even need to R that. I should have just walked out of it, and then outplaying with them with my R somehow. But killing Xerath there was the key early, which I didn't do. He has Zhonya's, yes, but I should have blown him up very, very early. But misplayed that pretty bad. But it's all good. We're 12-2. We're still doing fine. So even like with these mistakes in fights, we're still 12-2. We're fed AF. We're carrying this game, and we should be sweet. So right here, because I was low as fuck, obviously I don't want to shove with the team, just in case, you know, something bad happens. I think their cat's up, which she is, and they're all off respawn right now. So I don't really want to, you know, risk dying and losing. Oh, I already lost GA, but yeah, giving them a kill on me and shut down gold. So right here, I'm waiting for Xerath, and the good thing is about the red trinket, really nice kill actually. We dodged the E, and then we dodged your Aurelia stun. See, this is what I should have done before, but for some reason it just took me a bit of time to maybe warm up or just get the brain in gear. But yeah, with that red trinket thing, like, it doesn't show like your whole pathing. It shows you like every second. So if you can, especially with Mobies and Ghostblade activated, you can kind of just wait for them to come in, and as soon as you're on that like outer rim, I guess, on the outside of it, when you charge at them, mate, they're only going to see you like once. And as soon as they see your shadow, they can't even react. It's like a Rengar, almost. Like, yeah, you know Rengar's holding, but what are you going to do? You can't actually evade that attack. So that's what I'd suggest. If you see someone with a red sweeper up and you're trying to nuke them, and as you see, the team fight breaks out here and we end up getting a triple, which is always good. So yeah, red sweeper, always just hang on the outer of it, on the outside of it, and as soon as they come a little bit close to you, mate, then you turn on the jets and you run straight at them. But that's the game, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We ended up hard carrying these negs, which was good. Good to do this in a high elo game. I haven't played much in this elo recently, but we're playing really well on Shaco. I played awesome last night. Definitely the best I've played for a bit, which is good. So come check us out on stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and the commentary. Sorry for it being so... well, I hope it was informative, but lots of info in here, and yeah. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next vid. Please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, take it easy, boys. Laters. The bot's kill, that's right, mate.